Today's sacred reading is taken from the book, The Way Forward, Nature's Principles and Practices for Empowered Living, and it is written by Rev Tete. So I invite you to just sit back and relax. And close your eyes if you want, and just allow these words to just sink deep into your heart and your mind. Under the subtitle, Expectations, Opinions, and Interpretations. The greater part of your life is managed by the powers of expectation, opinions, and interpretations. These are your angels or devils, depending on the choices you make. When your expectations are based on the past and on the expectations of your parents, friends, or partners, you are lost. You are trying to live other people's expectations. Investigate your expectations to find out whose expectations you have. Sometimes your expectations are based on what you think people are expecting or will be expecting. Meanwhile, you do not even know who the people are who would have those expectations. You are being ruled by a large unconscious field of expectation. You may have heard people make generalized statements like, everyone thinks this or everyone thinks that. When you ask who specifically thinks that way, the person may not even be able to name more than 2 people, and most of the time, none. It was only what that person thought people would think. Such is the unconscious living of a lost soul. By all means, have great expectations for yourself, for every moment, and for your future. Expect the highest and the best for your life. With eagerness, embrace God's intention for you and expect it to happen. Take care, however, that your expectations do not bring you anxiety, tension, or stress. Others have rights to their own expectation. If you allow your expectations to be imposed upon others, you open yourself to disappointment and pain. When you place your hope and expectations on others, you create in your soul room for disappointment. Let not the highest and the best you expect of others outstrip the highest and the best you are in yourself at the moment. You have a choice in what to expect and how to expect it. Like expectations, opinions are based on history. Opinions can support or destroy you. People's opinions are changing constantly. To fit into people's opinions is to become a shapeless creature. You have to make your choice. If people fail, they often blame those whose opinion they have followed. If things go well, they praise themselves. Make your choice out of life's numerous opinions and take responsibility for the outcome. Once you use an opinion, it ceases to be someone else's opinion. It is now yours. How could the world grow without opinions? Opinions brings the mind of the bright and the dull together, where they create the various shades for the picture to be formed. Everyone is entitled to his or her opinion, and so are yours to you. Your opinions and those of others you choose to accept are entirely yours. You can choose to be injured by your own opinions or those of others. You can also choose to be prospered by opinions. Opinions are the gift of ideas to you, and only you can choose what to do with them. You can embrace them, use them, reject them, or ignore them. Opinions are rarely independent, and most people's opinions are dependent on those of others. You have a choice as to what opinions, out of millions available to you, you open yourself to, and how you use them. If you choose to respond to all opinions or be vulnerable to them, you will end up losing your sense of identity, and you will be confused and miserable. From colors to sounds and ideas, you are always interpreting. Interpretation is your power to relate with the world around you. Through interpretation, you enter into your invisible world of ideas and process whatever you are going through. Interpretation determines your response to what is happening around you. Through interpretation, You create the laws that rule your life. Two people cannot give the same interpretation of a simple flower or picture. There are infinite interpretations to whatever is happening in your life. You have the power and choice to vary the interpretation you put to an event and thus make it feel good or bad. Watch your interpretations. They may be coming from past conditioning. Are you seeing with your eyes or with the colored spectacles of yesterday? If yesterday's spectacles are clouded, make them clear. Many people do not even see with their own eyes. They choose to see through the eyes of others and thus lose touch with their inner values. You have a choice in your thoughts, feelings, and actions. To every event, there are millions of joyful as well as sad interpretations you may give to it. You have a choice of what interpretations to select from your infinite storehouse. Choose thoughts, feelings, expectations, and interpretations that celebrate you. Everyone else may see a bad situation, but you can choose an interpretation that brings you joy. The choice is always yours. Medicine has saved millions of lives. If it fails, society condemns it as though it were practiced by demons. They give it all sorts of painful interpretations. You have a choice in this. Be conscious of your choice. Good outnumbers error to a ratio of 1,000,000,000 to 1. To every event, give an interpretation that honors you and brings you joy. And so it is.
So it is.